What's up, everyone? I'm Marvy, and I've been playing LMU for probably about going on to a full year now. It is my sim of choice, and I've always wanted to do some kind of like commentary videos, like I see some other YouTubers do. So this is me giving it a go. I hope it's entertaining. It was a really cool race. The race was actually a 20-minute hyper sprint series, open setup, and it was gold safety rating, but there was definitely some sketchy behavior. Um, and my car of choice for this race was the Peugeot 9XA Evo. That's the one with the wing. And if you aren't too familiar with the Peugeot's reign um, since the new Hypercar tire model, let me just show you really quick what the leaderboard looks like. Because if you scroll down, you'll see one car really stands out, and that's the Peugeot 9XA Evo. So I figured, hey, let me give it a shot. I normally drive the Porsche. I said, let me give it a shot. And boy, it is a really good car. I think the Peugeot in itself is not overpowered. What it is it's really stable, and you're able to push the hell out of the car mid-corner. On the straights, it's actually a pig, and you'll see that in this video. You get dragged on the straights pretty well, but you more than make up for it in the braking zone and mid-corner, where you are just able to throw the car in there and not be worried about random death, which if you drive hypercars, you know you always need to be on the lookout for random death. So guys, if you enjoy this video and you want to support me, definitely like, and you can hit the subscribe button. And really, I want you guys to comment below. Let me know what you thought of the video, if you want to see more, if you think I should give up before I get too far ahead of myself. If you want to call me a shit driver, I wouldn't like that. Maybe I'm an okay driver. But yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get on to it. Now we start this race qualifying P3 as car number 3. In front of us is car number 2 in P2, and then in front of him, car number 1 in P1. All of us in a Peugeot. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so right off the bat, I do make one little mistake in that I missed the button. I hit the wrong button and did not hit the pit limiter in time, and now I am dropping back from P3. We're in P8. We are getting absolutely bullied, and at this point, I'm just trying to stop the bleeding. The Alpina Beanie up front taps the car in front of him. Let's remember Beanie's name. He'll come back to being important here. I'm side by side with Poulin in the other Peugeot, and to my left is a Ferrari. We make contact. I almost spin out. It causes me to go wide, and boom, just like that, we drop all the way down to P12. Peugeot in front of me makes a mistake, locks up. He's rejoining here. We'll get a better view in a second. Now we're 3 wide. There's a Cadillac on my right-hand side, Peugeot on my left. Me and the Cadillac make slight contact. Cadillac goes crazy into the grass, out of the race. We're back up to P12, following the Peugeot up ahead. And wow, what a start. Let's just watch that back one more time. I missed the start by, I'd say 1 second, maybe 2 seconds. This is the outcome. As it is, the Peugeot does not have the best start speed, but I mean, this was just insane. I have never had a start go quite like this. And to be fair, even through all of this, I did manage to keep my cool, didn't really make any big mistakes, didn't have any damage from that. Did not see that car come until the last second there. We make contact, I run wide, and I get mugged for all my lunch money and the change. Car ahead rejoins, fair enough. I try to go around the outside. Cadillac's there. We're 3 wide. I know I'm not going to win this battle here. We back out. We live to fight another day. Cadillac, I think, just touches the grass, and see you later. Very unfortunate for him. Now at this point, I'm in P12. I know I have pace over the cars ahead of me, and I am trying desperately to settle in here, stop the bleeding. Let's see if we can start making our way back up. car up ahead of Casero bumps into Rivas in the Porsche. Not very nice. I am already sketched out by this Peugeot in front, and now he just murdered Porsche in cold blood. Exit stage right. The Ferrari of Nogueiro goes off. We're up to P10 just like that. And we are trying to get settled in here. Tucking into the slipstream. Tires are getting up to temps. One more lap, they should be up to full temps. Right now, just want to put in some clean laps. "11 seconds to P1, so we've lost tons of time, but most importantly, we didn't completely fall out of this pack in front. And we know we have the pace on them. By 1 to 2 seconds in some cases. Get a good run on the Peugeot up front here. Braking hard, chucking the car in. He goes out wide, gets a little squirrely. I have to lift, there's nowhere to go here. He goes out wide, I get caught watching him, almost go wide myself, almost run into him. Still not fully settled in here. I know this guy will make a mistake, just need to keep applying the pressure at this point. And then, just like that, I have orange bumper and wheel damage. Let's watch this back. Now, Poulin just loses it here on the brakes, crashes. I thought he meant to rejoin. Upon further examination, he clearly lost it on the throttle. The car rotated, and yeah, I mean, not the safest rejoin, but I know it's not what he was intending to do. But when you accelerate in grass and in gravel, sometimes that's what happens. Let's get another view of it here. Down into Aqua Minerale. I am tight on his tail right now. His car is taking up most of my screen as it is on these small windscreens in these hypercars. Beautiful shot here. Gotta love LMU for just amazing fidelity, beautiful graphics. And just like that, boom! Now in iRacing, that's probably a meatball flag, and you're retiring the car. Luckily, here it is wheel damage. I do have a slight tilt to my wheel at this point, but it doesn't seem to be too bad. So lap 1, we get our ego hurt. Lap 2, we get our car hurt. We need better luck from here on out if we're going to make it back up. We are car number 3. I do want to finish as close to P3 as possible. Now is the time to lock in, and let's see what we can end up doing here. Hard onto the brakes. I seem to be making up a lot of time compared to them, especially in this turn here. Cadillac of Irwin up front, clearly going defensive on him. He does not want him to pass there. With them battling, I'm quickly catching up here. Down into Aqua Minerale. And boom! What happened with him there? He just lost it on the curb, I guess. Very unfortunate. I already had damage. I don't think there's anything I really could have done here. You're already supposed to be on throttle. I try to avoid him. There's nowhere to go. I was hoping his car would move itself out of the way. Later on in the lap, approaching the penultimate turn here. And not gonna lie, I'm feeling a little beat up. We're now 17 seconds to P1, 18 seconds to P1. And our car's hurting a little bit. Luckily, we have pace. This is later on that same lap. We've already gotten right up into the back of this Cadillac of Jay Irwin. Braking hard into the penultimate corner, getting right up onto his rear bumper. Focusing on getting a good corner speed for this exit. At this point, we're in his slipstream, and he pulls over to the side, lifts. He sees the pace, and he decides that the best thing for his race is to let me by. I give him a little wiggle to tell him, thank you very much, good sir. Just like that, we're in P7. We have gone from P13 up to P7 in just a few short laps. Can we keep going? Fast forward now, we're on lap 8, lap 9, and we have caught up 4 seconds to the Alpine of Mr. Beanie now. Beanie? Not sure. Now, one thing about the Alpine is it has some crazy straight line speed. Now, to balance it out, the Alpine does have some notoriously shit brakes. So this is like a tale of two opposites here. The Peugeot being the mid-corner, stable car that you can throw into the turns. The Alpine really having to finesse it more and focus on getting good exits for that straight line speed. And you can see here we are closing in through the chicane. Looks like we had an off there. The Porsche Vela. We're up into P5. Just like that, we're battling for P4. Still almost 9 seconds up to P3. Into P10 later on in that lap. Into the penultimate corner. Get a decent exit here. Nice and early on the throttle. We're 3/10. We are firmly in the slipstream. Surely we catch up. But alas, we are getting dragged on. Absolutely dragged on. He gains a 10th. But of course we gain it back in the braking zone. Setting up this triple chicane and off to the side. P3, the Ferrari of Ortiz. Ferrari not having a good race this race. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are battling for P3. He makes a little mistake. We go side by side, but he's still fully alongside at this point. We set up for a better exit. We get it. But down the straight, he is still dragging on us. We show our nose, but a few laps left. We don't want to make any mistakes. We know we have the pace on this guy if we can just get past. Wide, trying to cut back. Just too much pace from the Alpine. We're going to tuck in. What a race so far, guys. And at this point, I'm happy with where I'm at with P4, but if I finish behind this guy, I'd be very disappointed in myself. So far, it's been a clean race with Mr. Beanie. Again, we show our nose into the chicane, but we're smarter than that. We just want to use our advantage of the stability and the braking against him. We want to make him uncomfortable. We want him to make mistakes so that we can fly by. Once again, right on top of him. Almost touch going into the last corner here. We are even closer this time, and once again, he is still going to drag on us. With only a few laps left, I knew I had to really push if I wanted to pass this guy. We get an amazing run on him here, but we have to lift. There's nowhere to go. He does a good job parking it. I give him a little flash here and tell him, come on, buddy. Let's go. And again, he's off. Now I'm fully side by side. I get all the way in front. We're braking. Leave them space and... oh, Beanie. We see the Porsche coming. Quickly try to get across. Just barely make it in front. That could have been really bad. Here it is again. I get fully in front. Start turning in and just get spun around. Let's watch from his point of view. It looks like it could almost be a racing incident, but when you watch it from here, it does kind of look like he just goes a little too deep, and yeah, I would put that one more so on him. Luckily, the Porsche sees what's going on, slows down, and just like that, we are in P3. Our car's battered and bruised, but I'm fully confident now in my ability to pull away from the Porsche behind us of Mr. Vela. Do the chicane, keep it in second gear, pin it, and we can see the difference between my race and the two cars up front, who are now 40 seconds and 32 seconds away. I have endured the absolute gauntlet, and with just 2 laps to go, we skip ahead here to the final lap, lap 13. Vela a second behind, keeping up well enough to be fair, but no way am I going to let him by here. And as we fast forward through this final lap, we can see no mistakes are made. We get let by here by a very friendly Porsche. And just like that, we have completed P3 to P13 and back all the way up to P3 across the line, and we did it. Fast lap of 32.2, a second off the pace of P2. So we were never really truly racing them, and just like that, we are on the cusp of Silver 2. What a race. Just barely not making Silver 2 that race. Wow. So there you have it. Started P3, dropped all the way down the field, made it back up to P3 where we belong. Hope you guys enjoyed that video. Like I said earlier, if you want to see more, just comment, let me know what you thought, and hopefully I will see you guys again soon. For now, peace.